Everyone, can you guess where I am? You know what road that is out there? That's Emerson. That's not Emerson. That's Main Street. We start our tour today from a different vantage point, looking out onto the parking lot from what is now the second floor of our church addition. So many of you have seen this gable end, and that is, of course, the upstairs, the peak of our new Cornerstone Project. This is a view. Really, you won't be able to see it in the future, but it is the flat roof that's just around the side and back of what is the rectory, this second floor, part of our addition. You can look in through these windows. It's the sacristy in there. It wraps all the way around and goes to what is Emerson Street entrance there. You can see the entire flat roof over the student center here. The rectory is mostly built over top of the office and a little bit of the student center on this end. One of the great things you can see from this vantage point as well is these openings along the church wall. There's the stained glass window that's at the very front of our sanctuary. So down these walls there's going to be stained glass. It's going to be a skylight that will be on a 45-degree angle along this wall, so you continue to get the light passing in through into the new vestibule that will surround the cornerstone. That is this corner of our church as we continue our build. Anyway, so I thought you'd like the view of the church from up above. I'm just going to head across the other side of this flat roof and we'll give you a look at the inside of the rectory as it's been framed up these past weeks. We'll see inside. Okay, I know you're all thinking it, and I didn't mention anything at the first video. Yes, the beard has been shaved. Just a change of pace, a new way of seeing things. Lots is happening, so just decided on a change. Hope you like it. Anyway, I welcome you here to the new rectory. As we look out, we see what is going to be an outside loggia, just a space to go outside that overlooks the escarpment. We've been up here before. Let me turn around though so you can see some of the new inside space in here. Alright, so welcome to my living room. So we're in the midst of here with these two large doors that go out to that loggia space. And so we have the living room space here, just over here, in the middle of kind of the common area here is our kitchen. A nice set of cabinets and fridge and stove and so on along that wall there, and a little bit of an island just outside. The guest bedroom has been framed up, which is here. And so there's a little hallway through from the kitchen and living room area. And you come in to this space in the corner. This window, let's see if I can adjust the brightness. Yeah, there's the window that looks out to Emerson Street. And you come back on the inside, you see some of the dimensions. There's a closet there in the corner. And then on the other side of this hallway is an ensuite washroom for the guests as well. We'll go back out to the living room. You can see the staircase is going to be going down there. It's still a ladder at this point, but that'll come together. This is the dining room space. And then down this hallway is the new, first before we get there, this is a linen laundry mechanical room that's going to be in here. We'll keep walking down the hall, we'll go to the left. And this is actually going to be divided down the middle eventually. This is one room. The brightness there for you. The first half of this is going to be a library, the second half a small chapel. And directly opposite is just another powder room, I think they call it, a small washroom for guests. And so, passing through the end of the hallway here, you enter into the pastor's suite. It's going to be a great space here. It's really nice to see the walls up. In the corner you have the ensuite washroom and then the closet next to it. So where we started the video, out this window, is going to be the view of my bedroom. So it'll be really nice. Anyway, I'll head downstairs and give you a look at what's been happening there. See you soon. Okay, we've come down the ladder safely without recording and come into what will be the rectory entrance here. You can see they've installed some temporary doors. Access to the building is a little bit less than it has been. I'd say boarded up most of the windows to keep everything safe in here. Sorry about a little bit of noise in the background, hopefully you can hear me. As you pass through here, a lot of the rooms are similar to what you've seen before. The steel framing has been put up. They've really been working hard on a lot of the mechanical lines that are coming through here and the electrical lines. So I can't even point out to you all the new things and what each one of them does, but you do see a lot of the ductwork and so on. It's coming together. This is my office here and our chaplaincy director's office next to it. So we'll just have a little look around what's going on. The boardroom. And finally the administration office. So lots has been happening. You come out into the vestibule that's surrounding the church, and you can see again they're just working on the mechanical equipment that's coming through this space. They'll be building in bulkheads and different things to make this all look finished when the time comes. So I'm not supposed to pass through. This is danger because they just cut these holes in the floor today, and that's going to be allowing for a mechanical shaft is going to be built through so that the elevator can have the exhaust through the ceiling here and up onto the flat roof. And so that's what's down here. This room down there is not the mechanic. This is the storage room that was below the old meeting room. So to get around this, I better stop the camera lest I fall into the hole, and I'll just meet you on the other side. Okay, we've gotten back to the other side of our wraparound narthex here. So not too much is happening here. It actually smells a little bit in here, to be honest, because they're hooking up all these sewage lines. Some of them you can hear, you can smell the gases escaping from, but thankfully it's still pretty open air in here, so we get some good ventilation. Hopefully we'll have those sealed up soon. Again, in here you just see a lot of work on the ceilings with the lines coming in. I think with the black lines that you see here, these ones on the right, those are for the fire suppression system, and then the copper on the left is for fresh water and freshwater supply, hot, cold, and there's the larger one is one of the main lines. The black that's on this side, I think that's electrical. I'm not exactly sure. Where you see it all coming from is from the boiler room and electrical room of the church, which is here. So they've drilled all these holes in the wall. You see all the pipes coming in and coming out of that space and going out to the rest of the building. So we end our video in this area. This is, of course, our new student center. Most of the work I think that was done in here was done in the last video. Just the steel framing and just a lot of mechanical and electrical that we're seeing everywhere else starting to take shape. So I hope you enjoyed this little preview. I'll jump downstairs, see if there's anything to record down there. There has been a bit of work happen. Actually, I'll definitely do a little video from down there. So let me get through here and make sure get out of here safely, and then I'll meet you down in the basement. See you soon. Okay, welcome to the basement. Seems very colorful and bright down here today. I guess that's just because the workers still have their lights on from the work. So, again, there's a lot of storage that's happening down here for some of the materials that are being installed elsewhere. They've begun to unpack boxes for the boilers and the HVAC systems, and I'll show you those rooms in just a second. A lot of the electrical work there. But they have finished up a lot of the framing in all along here and started installing the lights. You'll see them hanging from the ceiling here all around. It's as soon as they can get the drop ceiling in, those will be mounted into it. As you've seen, this area where it has the bars going back and forth will be drywall. Speaking of drywall, take a look at this finished wall. That's really exciting. And you got another one of the openings to the kitchen over there has also been drywalled. So in here we've talked about before, there's going to be a new meeting room down in the basement. I know it's not the greatest place for it, but it's something, just so we have lots of space to be able to spread out. And they finished the drywall on that. And then this wall, of course, is where the old stage used to be. So you see that. Just jump into the other side here so you can see. They have this door open so you have a little bit of light. It's the emergency exit door there, of course. But these walls have all been filled in, and this storage room has also got its door frame and drywall up around it. So what I like about the adjustments we've made down here is you see the ceiling, it is lower in this space. It used to be much higher, but we have one consistent low height and one consistent high height in the center here. So everything that's going to be drywall is the same height, and along the sides it raises up to the same height as it is in the center. So a little bit of definition I think will give a really nice look down here, and when everything is said and done, I think we're going to be very happy with the space. Just jump around into the boiler room here in the HVAC room. They got these big units into this air conditioning space. So I don't know how they finagled it into here, but these big units came in somehow through this door. I guess it looks big, but there really isn't a lot of space. They even had to cut out some of the block here to be able to get it into the room. Just jump over into the boiler room here. Watch this. Oh, no, they're not working. There we go. Automatic lights in here. So they're just working on these pumps that are going to service the boiler for our addition and for our church as it is. And then the boilers are going to be placed here before too long. They're out in the hall there. And then the mechanical, or the electrical room just through there. So you can imagine the mechanical, the electrical guys and even the drywall guys have been on site mostly. And now we're also just looking at some of the finishes and things that we need to be attentive to so they're ready with approvals when the time comes. So, yeah, I know it's been a few weeks since our last update, so I hope this gives you a picture of where we're at, and you continue to be as excited as I am about this great Cornerstone project and the real gift that it's going to be is in our community as we continue. Odd days as a church, but as we look forward and hope, knowing that God is really providing much for us and leading us to really be that cornerstone of Christian life, evangelization, forming, sending, being disciples of Jesus Christ. Take care all. Bye-bye.